Welcome to practice. I'm Donna Cavanough. We're going to begin kneeling or sitting comfortably. And if you're kneeling, don't hurt your knees. So you need enough height under your sit bones so that your knees are comfortable. So you can take your blanket and make it a good little shape like a yoga block between your ankles, and see if you can get your feet parallel to each other. Marion, and I'm doing a knee one. Good morning. All right, so sitting or kneeling. We'll interlock the fingers and press out through the palms, drawing the shoulder blades down. And reaching up through the palms of the hands. Relaxing neck and throat. And we're going to bend over to the right side, so feel the left ribs opening. And bending over to the left side, feeling the right ribs opening. Beautiful. Come back to center. Relax the arms and then interlock the fingers the other way, pressing out through the palms. As you take your arms up, make a little more space for the shoulders. Between the shoulders, from the ears to the shoulders, pressing up through the the index fingers, small fingers reach back. Good, and then we'll reach over to the right side. And then to the left side. Nice one. And releasing. Come into downward facing dog pose. We're going to bend the legs and let the head really just hang down. Lifting sit bones high. And swing the hips from side to side. And as you do that, you'll notice that lengthening between the ribs and the shoulder blade. Good. Center yourself again, your hips, and walk the heels towards the floor, one side at a time. So pressing the heel down towards the floor while the other leg is bent. Make sure your head just hangs down here. Great, and then we're going to start to walk the feet forward, pressing the heels down towards the floor. And let your feet be really flexible. So lift right up onto the balls of the feet with your little steps. Get the feet moving. And at some point, you just feel like you run out of room. So we're going to roll up then. And depending on when you practice and how you're feeling, sometimes you can walk further towards the front of the mat, and sometimes not. Tadasana. We're going to make a forward bend and find the position where you can start to stretch your legs, but you know that your spine is really embedded forward. And put your hands on your legs for support. So you feel a back bend shape, but you're starting to stretch the hamstrings. Okay, now if you lift up your left front of the foot, so you're on your left heel, notice where you feel the stretch differently in the left leg. Let's hold that for a few deep breaths. And then put the left foot back down and pick up the front of the right foot as much as you can. So you're on your right heel. The stretch becomes a little more intense, but we keep the back relaxed. Keep the back of the neck long. Deep breath. Good. And then releasing that side. And I'm not sure if we can balance here, but let's give it a go. Let's try and pick up both fronts of the feet and just be balanced on the heel. Beautiful. All right, and then we're going to release. And rolling up. And arms up. Advanced and Tadasana. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Press them and draw the shoulder blades down. Step your left foot back. So we're doing a variation of Parsvottanasana here. Actually, let's bind the arms behind. So you can do that in prayer position, or if you're tender in your shoulders, as I am at the moment, you can hold your forearms or your elbows. We have the arms bound behind the spine. Now, the distance from front to back, you want your left heel to still be able to press down on the floor. Good, and we've got the legs fairly parallel, feet hip width parallel. But if you're feeling wobbly, take your feet a little bit wider towards the sides of the mat. We're going to bend the front leg and reach your torso forward. Now, with the arms behind, you can feel the bones of the spine want to press forward rather than make a rainbow shape towards the ceiling. We're making a valley shape here. Great. Now, if you lift up onto the tiptoes of your left foot, your body weight will come further forward over the right leg. So you just go as far as your leg can manage, your hip, your knee, staying nice and stable. And then you're going to press your left heel back to the floor and straighten your front leg. Nice work. Again, bending your front leg, lift up onto the tiptoes of your left foot. Good. And then press the left heel back down and straighten the right leg. Keep reaching the torso forward. Good. Again, bending your front knee, lift up onto the tiptoes of your left foot. And then we press that heel down and we straighten the front leg. Ooh, and we're going to do one more. Bending the front leg, lifting up onto the tiptoes of your left foot, and then pressing the left heel down and straightening the front leg. Parsvottanasana. Holding your balance. Beautiful. Release your arms, stand up, swing the left foot in front, and we'll be balanced onto the right leg. Press your hands in front of the heart. Draw the shoulder blades down. Finding your balance. And then find where you're going to put your left foot with the skin of the foot. And then Tadasana. Beautiful. Let's bind the arms again behind. Other forearm on top. Or prayer position. Step back with the right foot. You've got a decent stretch from front to back, but you've got your right heel can press down onto the floor. Feet either hip width or wider for stability. Nice strong legs here. Good, we're going to bend the front knee. We're going to reach the torso forward. And we want to still feel the bones of the spine embedding forward. And finding the flow of your breath. Feeling yourself stable around that flow. Okay, we're going to keep bending the front leg and lifting up onto the tiptoes of the right foot that's behind you. Good. And then press the right heel back down to the floor, straighten through your front leg. And we're going to repeat that 3, 4 more times. Feeling stable. Using your quadriceps, your awareness. And then finishing with straight legs, as straight as they'll go. Parsvottanasana. Press the back heel. Feel the bones of the spine embedding forward. Beautiful. We're going to lift up and release the arms, and we're going to step forward and balance on the left foot. Ooh. Hands together in front of your heart. Draw the shoulder blades down, finding your balance. And before you place your right foot down, finding the skin on the floor first, intending where you're going to land. Tadasana. Lovely. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Draw the shoulder blades down. We're going to step back for Trikonasana with the left foot. And that means your right heel is going to line up with the center of the left foot in the arch. Let's keep the hands at the heart and turn as much as you can your left hip back. We're going to try and bring the back body in alignment with the legs or with the long edge of your mat. Bring your arms from your shoulders and reaching your right arm, your right ribs as far as you can. And then arms to the vertical. We're going to roll back the left hip, the left rib. The back of your left hand, reach that back. Draw the shoulder blades towards the back way. Finding your Trikonasana, where you can find length and space around your breath. Finding what you need. Beautiful. Inhaling and coming up. We're going to step to the front of the mat again and try to balance on your right foot and bring the left foot in front. My inelegant wobblings. Let's lift the left leg as high as you can. So you might need your tiptoes on the floor. You might have your hands in front of your knee. Draw the shoulder blades down. Trying to find where you're going to put your foot into Tadasana. Balance is definitely a process. A process of wobbling. Tadasana. Hands in front of your heart. Feel your shoulders reach down. Big step back for Trikonasana. Right foot steps back. So we've got our leg length between the feet. Left heel lines up with the right foot inner arch. See if you can bring the hips so they're more parallel to the long edge of your mat. Feeling your back torso line up with the back of the legs. Reach your arms from your shoulders. Finding your breath. And we're going to reach the left hand, the left ribs over the left leg. You're going to look for space. Take your arms to the vertical. Look for space and lengthening in your body. Feeling your stability. With each breath. Notice where you need to lengthen, to reach, to feel strong, stable. And then inhale and coming up. Lovely. We're going to step forward, balance on the left leg, bring the right foot in front. Hands at the heart. Shoulders relaxed down. Feeling the flow of your breath as your body seeks balance. Try to find where you're going to put that right foot before you put it down. Tadasana. We're going to walk the feet back for downward facing dog pose again. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. And take little steps. You might have to take a couple of big steps to start off. But get your hands down flat and then take as many little steps as you can, getting your feet to move, pressing your heels towards the floor. And then when you get your feet back, press the heels alternately to the floor. So just pad on the spot, bending one leg and then the other. And as you're doing that, feel the breath. And let the chest lengthen, the armpits lengthen, the shoulders broaden, and the head just hang down and relax. Good, and we're going to walk forward. Little steps, try to get your feet really moving. Use all of your feet. So lift right up onto the ball of the foot and give the toes a stretch. Lovely cat-like feet. Maybe you could walk further forward this time. We're going to roll up. Urdhva Hastasana. Lovely Tadasana. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Step your left foot back, but we're going to be on the tiptoes of the left foot. So the front leg is just a little bit bent and you've got parallel legs. Now, if you can, take your toes off the floor, but it's fine to do this with the toes stay touching the floor. And we're going to go for our hip stability here. So lifting the left hip, looking to the left, and then lowering the left hip and turning the torso to the right. We're going to go from side to side. You can practice with your hands at your heart or your arms outstretched from the chest. Really stretch them out. Whoa. Keep going. Whoa. So the leg is a little bit bent, the right leg. Finding your flow of breath. Lovely. One more each side. Tadasana. Hands at your heart. Step your right foot back. And we're on the tiptoes of the right foot. Or you can lift the right foot off the floor. And we're going to lift the right hip turning to look right, lowering the right hip, turning to look left. You can modify that movement to be a very small movement or a larger movement. You can take your arms out from your chest. Do the one that tests your knee and hip stability in a safe, compassionate way. One more each side. Whoa. I didn't quite make it. Tadasana. We're going to come back into our Uttanasana, standing forward bend, with the bones of the spine embedding forward and finding the stretch in the back of your legs. Feet are hip width and parallel. You're finding the flow of your breath, drawing the shoulder blades back. Little movements now, or as big as you feel is good for your body. We're going to keep the legs parallel and we're just going to move between a squatting kind of position and the forward bend position. So it doesn't have to be a great big movement. It just means bending the knees and keeping them parallel and looking forward. Try to keep your back bend feeling in your spine when you're in your straight leg position. The bent leg looking forward, straight leg embedding the spine forward. Bent leg looking forward, straight leg. Embedding the spine. Good. Find your straight leg or towards straight leg Uttanasana, and your hands might be on the floor or your legs. Lifting kneecaps, lifting sit bones. Good. And we're going to look forward, so lift up onto straight arms. Breathing deeply. And then lengthen the torso forward, the top of the head forward, maybe down towards the floor. Try to keep the spine between the shoulder blades, embedding forward so that it doesn't make a rainbow shape behind you, even though we love rainbows. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees and roll up. And arms are up, Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. We're going to take a seat now onto a blanket with legs out straight in front, Dandasana. You can try your sitting without using your hands. If you're getting quite close with that movement, the last little bit where you feel like you're going to drop, I think a lot of it is about your foot sensation. So try and tune into your feet, your ankle flexibility. Beautiful. Legs straight out in front, Dandasana. Bend the left leg in for Janushisasana and take padding under your knee as required. So if you're tender in your knee, you might just be doing a little bit of this with a big amount of padding. Or you might have your foot right in close to the torso and knee to the floor. Great. We're going to turn to the right side. We're turning away from the bent leg. And then start to lift and lengthen your left rib towards the little toe side of that leg. And then we're going to wave ourselves back up. So as you exhale, you're going to embed the bones of your spine forward. Really try to lift and lengthen the left ribs. And then waving ourselves back up. And then reaching forward. Testing that movement along the left, lower back, left rib. Checking that your bent knee is okay. The next one that we do, we're going to hold. Reaching your spine as far forward as it'll go. Your left rib as long as they can be towards the little toe side of your foot. And then put your right hand where it makes sense. It might be you're holding your balance there, or you can join it to your left hand out in front. Enjoying each breath. Beautiful. Coming. And both legs out in front. And right leg into Janu Sirsasana. So you bend the leg as much as your knee will bend, and the knee out as far as it will go for you. So take padding, nice big cushion under here if you need. The foot doesn't have to bend very much to get the external rotation, so see how that feels. And we're going to turn to the left side. Left ribs back, right ribs forward. And we're going to lift and lengthen the right rib and head them towards the little toe side of the left foot. And then we're going to wave our spine back. And then lifting the right rib and lengthening towards the little toe side of the foot. And waving back up. Finding this movement. Exploring that sensation of stretching. Excuse me, the right side of your body, right side of your lower back. Right. All right, the next time you reach forward, we're going to hold. Pressing the bone of your spine forward and holding. Put your left hand where it makes sense to keep you balanced, to help you reach where it feels good to reach. And then releasing that side. Nice work. Dandasana. Take your palms, face them forward. And then we're going to put the palms down on the floor with the fingers facing forward. Tuck right in next to the hips. And lift the breastbone. Lift the spine. Press the spine forward. You feel a back bend shape and you're looking up at the ceiling. Nice work. We're going to try and put some pressure down through the hands and really contain the core of the body and lift the hips off the floor. Good. And hips back down. Great. And then take your hands a little bit further back. Probably lift your hips higher this time. So we're going to press down through the hands and we're going to lift the hips. Do a nice straight line, a reverse plank. Look up at the ceiling. Good. And then lowering down. Lovely. Let's do an opposite stretch for the wrists. So point the backs of the hands forward, fingers down, and put the backs of the hands down on the floor beside your hips. You can lean your So forward, the further you lean back, the bigger the stretch for the wrist. So just take what you need. No need to overdo it. And let's rock a little bit from side to side. So that stretch moves across the bones of the wrist. And releasing. Good. We're going to lay down now. Take your legs straight up from your hips, your arms straight up from your shoulders, and press your lower back to the floor. Really reach up with your fingertips and your toe tips. You'll feel the front core of the body switching on. Ooh. We're just holding and reaching. Back down, legs and arms up. Okay, we're going to turn the upper body to the right, so the arms are going right and the legs are going to go left. And you just reach as far as you can hold. And we'll try to keep pressing that left lower back down. And then reverse. So the arms go left and the legs go right. And press the right lower back down. Oh. And back up to center. Let's do the first side again. Legs go left, arms go right. And press, press, press. Left lower back down. And back up to center. And legs go right and arms go left. And we press the right lower back down. And back to center. Nice work. Hug your knees in. We're going to take happy baby pose. So put your arms on the inside of your knees and hold your ankles or your feet. And then the movement is to bring the knees towards the floor and the feet further towards the floor overhead. And you'll feel your back is broad and relaxed now. Let your belly relax and let your neck relax. Happy baby pose is a really nice counter pose to core strengthening work. See if you can take your knees a little wider, your feet a little wider. Get that good inner thigh stretch, groin stretch. Lovely. Now, release. We're going to keep the feet off the floor and the knees bent and take your arms straight out from your shoulders. So, Jatara Paravatasana, we're going to be side twisting and using the core awareness to protect the spine. So we're going to be lifting the hips, swing them left, and the knees go to the right. And you're going to keep moving, observing your strong core body, being able to lower and lift the legs. So when the hips go right, the knees go left. You come back up, hips go left, knees go right. So keep going. Now it's stronger if you start to straighten your legs. So you can do it with semi-bent legs. You might find you can't twist as far, or you can try straight legs. But you're going to modify it to suit the work that you need. So we want the core body to really be doing the work, the whole core, certainly not leaving it to the little muscles either between the spine bones, the vertebra. Whole core. back to center. And happy baby pose again. Really relaxing your back, relaxing your belly. And then feet to the floor, hands beside you, palms down. We're going to roll the spine up and down off the floor. So tailbone first, then lower back, and then see if you can get bone by bone to move independently, lifting up onto the top of the spine and lowering down, bone by bone. We're going to go up and down and keep the legs parallel, the feet parallel. You can use your breath here as the guide. Follow your inhalation with your spine up, and follow your exhalation with your spine down. And lowering and relaxing your spine to the floor. Legs are bent, feet are hip width and parallel. Scoot your feet together now, or the inside edges of your feet. Take your left thigh and put it over the right. Lift the hips, swing them to the left, and then the knees head towards the floor on the right. It might be uncomfortable for you to take your knees all the way to the floor. You can put a pillow under your legs or let them go. Excuse me, if it feels good. And we'll keep the left shoulder blade onto the floor. You can turn your head back in that direction. We're just going to find the sensations here. Maybe you discover tension that's unnecessary just now. Let it go. Bring your awareness to the core of your body, the whole core of your body. So when you lift your leg, lots of power available for that lift. Good. We'll recenter. Cross the right thigh over the left. Lift your hips and swing them to the right. And the knees are going to go left. And you just go as far as is comfortable for your body, of course. You can always put a pillow under your leg. Right shoulder blade stays on the floor. Turning your head to face over the right. Finding the flow of your breath. Even though the diaphragm's a little constricted here. Letting go of tension. Bring your awareness to your core body. So when you lift your legs, lots of support there. And hug your knees into your chest. and rock a little bit from side to side. And if you would like to stay for the relaxation, then lay your legs out to straight. And if you need to finish your practice, namaste. Shavasana. The opportunity to take notice. To process the new information of the practice, so that your nervous system gets an opportunity to relax, to rest. In conscious awareness. Begin with the places in your body that you might be becoming familiar with, that consistently hold tension. That might be for a right-handed person, the left lower back, your anchor. Maybe for a left-handed person, your right lower back, your anchor. Notice what your thumbs are doing, and your shoulders, your neck. And just now, it's likely the tension that is in the body is unnecessary. And as each place in your body is mentioned, notice if this is the case and let go. Beginning with your toes. And the soles of your feet. The arches of your feet. Your heels and your ankles. Your lower legs. Your knees. Thighs. Hips. And belly. Your buttocks and sacrum. Lower back. The middle back. between your shoulder blades and your shoulders. Your back ribs. Side ribs. Front ribs. Armpit. Shoulders. Upper arms. Elbows. Forearms. Wrists. Palms. Thumb. Fingers. Back of your neck. Throat. Base of your skull. Scalp. Forehead. Around your eyebrows. In between them. Around your eyes. Around your nose and mouth. Lips. Tongue. Jaw and ear. Whole body in the focus of your awareness. Letting go with each breath, breath by breath. Find the weight of your body supported by the floor. And start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. And notice how available movement is, even though you've been still. And then hands and feet and wrists and ankles, elbows and knees bending, upper arms and thighs moving so that you can roll to your right side. And when you feel ready, come up and have a seat. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And take this spirit, the feeling of the practice with you. Namaste.